find in my research is that the old world is what I find is a new world. Survivors of the old world coming in, recouping, finding any technology left over. And what it looks like is a new world developing, coming in, finding remnants of the old world technology and so forth. And then what I find is a clear agenda to actually confiscate whatever technology that was remained from the old world. So it appears agents of the parasites were going around collecting, confiscating, scooping up any old world technology. For example, this looks like these are field generators creating fields that let it levitate mass objects. And what we see is what looks like a new world coming in and using the old world technology, and before it was eventually confiscated and hidden away. You don't see these anymore, do you? Even though it was in the paper here. His Greyhound of the Air, or the Search for Mel, again, remnants of the old world. Remnants of the old world. And then the new world coming in, the new world order, the survivors of the X Factor event, finding this technology and information from the old world. As you can see here, this looks like it's from the old world. It's technology, information that we don't have anymore. Obviously, we have air balloons, but the other field generators levitating, you don't see. You see remnants of the old world. For example, the Titanic. They had to get rid of that. It ran on steam. You get a huge bang for your buck. Just a little bit of wood. Flying saucers scooped up as well, in my view, which is levitation technology as well from the old world. Here it looks like some technology from the old world remained intact, and perhaps you could see further and hear further away here with this listening devices and seeing devices. Here we see a magnificent structure, the detail, the arches. It's just mind-boggling. Then you see these people coming in, enjoying it. Again, horse buggies, people coming in. You see towers, you see magnificent structures, survivors of the old world coming back in, finding what's left from the old world civilization, highly advanced civilization, coming back in, finding what is left, the infrastructure that has not been destroyed by the X Factor event, looking in wonder. What are they using? Horses, horse-drawn buggies to carry some hay. They're using hay. That's what we see here. We see damaged roads. We see pretty much vacant emptiness here. There's not much happening. What you clearly can see is just incredible domes, towers to the domes, architecture, arches, that just doesn't match what you see here. This here is not matching this here. Again, you have survivors or new world order generation coming in and moving in to the infrastructure from the old world, and clearly you can see how this doesn't match this. And again, you see down here below, horse-drawn buggies. They're starting to get automobiles now. And what you see is this incredible architecture and building just not matching what you see down here. Not to mention you see the building that half of the window below is flooded by the liquid melted building around it. And so you don't, another thing you don't see matching is the road itself, is dirt. You have this incredible architecture, but they don't know how to make a road. They can make this, but not a road. No, you see the flooded damage from liquid building around it, surrounding it, flooding it from the X Factor event. Again, more and more people discovering our infrastructure and architecture of the old world, discovering it in awe and amazement and happiness, and just wondering what is going on here. Again, down here, no horses, but well, yeah, I guess right here that's a horse. And then, but you're starting to see the automobile now. But again, it's still not even close to what we see here. The roads don't match. The automobiles, nothing is matching this incredible, beautiful architecture from the old world. Again, here we go again. Just incredible architecture, but they don't know how to make a road. But all they have is horses. It just doesn't match, because they're a new world coming in, starting over fresh, finding old world infrastructure. That's right. And again, just more example of how these infrastructure was built for beings quite a bit taller. Look how tall this gazebo is, for example. And they're just coming in. Look at them. Does any of this match the buildings over here on the left? They're just coming in. Again, check it out. They're just coming in, finding this infrastructure, which is damaged all around the bottom, flooded by liquid melted building, by the X Factor event. That's why the road here, it's not a road. It doesn't match the building. The truck here doesn't match the building. The clothes, none of it matches, because they're coming in and starting to fill in the infrastructure from the old world. They're coming in, finding this, and again, residual technology from the old world, scooped away electric vehicles, and this is a long time ago. A long, long time ago, they had electric vehicles. And again, you see incredible architecture. You see people coming in, just doesn't match the architecture at all. You see just mind-boggling, just glorious looking architecture. I mean, this is just mind-boggling how beautiful this is. Even, even after the X Factor damage. Just look at the glorious arches here, towers of the domes and materials and molds, and it's just mind-boggling. And then what do you see? You just see it's just not matching. Nothing's matching. You see people coming in, hanging out, sitting around, finding this incredible architecture that is built for somebody huge compared to them. Look how small they are compared to these archways. They're down here. Again, you see it just doesn't match. It's a new world, and they're coming in and inhabiting these infrastructures that have been destroyed and devastated by some X Factor event. And again, on what you see here, it just looks like it's all destroyed. You see a messed up column here. You see people coming in, sitting on steps, just hanging out with the dog. Everything's messed up and destroyed. And they're just coming in and hanging out here, finding destruction, and then re-inhabiting these old world infrastructure. Everything here was already here. Christopher Columbus didn't discover anything. All these railroads, buildings, everything was here already from the old world. The Tartarian Empire that preceded us, a highly advanced civilization, preceded us for at least 1900, a couple thousand years. And then 600 years later, possibly after they've been wiped out, here we are. And look at the small people down here. Look at the size of these columns and the infrastructure. Again, look at the damage over here, down here at the left. You have these horse-driven buggies, these cheap-looking cars that look like they would fall apart if they were to do more than 40 miles an hour. Structural integrity, wouldn't be able to handle it. It just doesn't match the glory of this architecture. These people here did not build that. You can see that clearly. Please, clearly, you can see that this horse-drawn buggy here, the damaged, flooded buildings. Again, you can see the incredible architecture here, but they don't know how to make a road and a sidewalk, and that's flooded. You got horses here. It just doesn't match, because this is all from the old world, and the new world generation is coming in and finding this glorious infrastructure that remained intact after the X Factor event from the old world. Look at the columns here. Look at the twin towers here, columns, towers to the domes, arches, column after column. It's glorious. It looks like a machine on a motherboard of a computer, Look at this. Glorious. The fountains are still intact. Please notice the fountains and irrigation system is still intact and flowing. And please notice here, excuse me, how they're finding all this damage. And again, what you need to understand, what they're using here compared to this, they're using wood compared to what you see around here. It just doesn't match. Clearly, possibly finding this stuff here from the old world still intact. But then you see the wood here showing you how it just doesn't match. They're a new generation coming in, starting over. They're using wood. They don't use all this concrete here. They're not there yet. And again, what you're seeing here is a new generation, a new world, finding incredible old world architecture and infrastructure. As you can see, all this is damaged and flooded, and you can build this, but yet you don't know how to make a parking lot with some nice pavement and clean and clear. No, that's not what happened. They're finding this. This is architecture, a machine that looks like a motherboard on a computer, columns, everything. They're finding this, and they're finding pockets. It's a pocket of survival. And they're in awe. They're lining up to see what's inside this residual stuff from the old world, hidden away from us nowadays. Again, it looked to me like they had it set up like an amusement park. Everything was set up to be fun, roller coasters. This is all inherited from the old world. To prove my point again, a post office, Berlin, Ontario, supposedly built in 1885. It's nonsense. The population in 1871 is only 2,700 people. And this is what they would build for them? No, this is clearly from the old world. Towers, arches, red brick. Again, now, post office, Kitchener, Ontario, built 2009. Population in 2016 census, 233,000 people compared to 2,700. And look at this shack is all they need for this many people, but yet they had to have this. For this many people, think people, you know that this is nonsense. This is inherited from the old world. They didn't build this. Look at that horse down here. You think they built that? It doesn't match. When today, this is all they built for the post office? Exactly. And again, look at these structures that these people are coming in and inheriting and going, wow, this is amazing. Do you know what it would take to build this? We can't do this. Who did this? There's no office space here. There's no apartment space here. Why would you build this? This is a huge undertaking. It doesn't match the mainstream narrative because it's nonsense. I'm telling you the truth. What you see here, what do you see here? They're doing laundry over here. They're coming in, finding a destroyed infrastructure from a highly advanced civilization. Look, they're hanging sheets over here. Coming in and finding this destroyed infrastructure. Starting over. It's glorious.